Matthew Fisher strolled along a well-lit hallway on the 25th floor of No. 1 West India Quay in London's Docklands. The lush, deep pile carpet silenced his footfalls, and there was not a soul around. He favored his right leg as he walked, unable to disguise the hint of a limp, accentuated by the weight of the black leather holdall he carried. Matthew was 6'2", graceful and slender. He cut an impressive, elegant silhouette dressed in a sharp gunmetal gray business suit, crisp pale apricot shirt, and a powder blue tie. His face was angular and boyishly handsome, even though he had passed 30, with a wide, thin-lipped mouth worn in a serious line. His deep-set, heavy-lidded gray eyes glanced wearily at the doorways lining either side of the hall as he walked. Perspiration prickled his skin, and he nervously ran a hand through his chestnut-brown hair to finger-brush it back off his brow. When he came to a door at the end of the hall, he slipped a key card out of his breast pocket, gave a surreptitious glance over his shoulder, and then pressed the key against the card reader slot. The door clicked open. "Hello? Anyone home?" he called out, his warm British voice echoing. When only pin-drop silence greeted him, he quickly slipped inside the apartment and closed the door. Matthew's heart thudded in his chest with a rush of adrenaline racing in his blood. He always got an illicit thrill gaining entrance to an empty property. He dropped his holdall on the honey-colored marble hall floor. The sound of the heavy contents hitting the surface reverberated in the silence. He stepped to the wall-mounted tablet that controlled the alarm, ambient temperature, lighting, and entertainment system in the apartment, and swiftly tapped in a code to deactivate the alarm. Matthew's phone chirruped in his pocket, and he snuck a hand in to retrieve it. His previously serious-set mouth hitched to a wide, toothy grin on reading a message. He replied, "Thank you, sir. I will carry out my assignment today and send you proof." Then, he slipped the phone back into his breast pocket. The apartment had that chemical unlived-in scent, and of course, that was no lie. The tenant, Mr. Jack Martinez, spent barely a month at his rented London pad. Jack and his wife Veronica had been in London for August, and then jetted off to some other glamorous, warm location. They were dream clients for Aiken Luxury Lettings, a property management company based in Kensington. Ironically, A.L.L. clients were, by nature, so wealthy that many of the properties they rented lay empty for months in between their tenants' London stopovers. That was just fine by Matthew. His manager, Raj Chandra, would supply the real estate inspector with a list of homes and keys to each property, and then Matthew's job was to visit the empty mansions and apartments. He was responsible for reporting work that needed delegation to other contractors, interior decorators, florists, gardeners, and domestic staff, and then to ensure it was carried out to the highest of standards so the homes would be ready in time for the client's return. The job paid well, and after a knee injury ended his 10-year dance career, Matthew really didn't have many options.